Welcome to Kid Brewer Stadium, home to the Giant Killers, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. And Boone, North Carolina has really been excited for this matchup that we have in store. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the James Madison Dukes taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Dukes will put total leather and we'll get started. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, App State.
Ready, set.
On the run, it's Carney. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, let's chat about App State. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Let's talk about App State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. No hesitation, no trying to baby. In there, he just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Guys, let's chat about App State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a first and goal.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Swan. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
And off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air. It's Douglas. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. We saw it on that last play.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got his man. Oh, he dropped it! Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the first down.
What a lucky break for the running. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no, and just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake and fumble in the first place.
The give on the option. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. The toss sweep to the right. Running into the open space. He has the first and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
The Dukes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
And the Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Douglas. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. He wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver going in motion. Gives it on the option. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Dukes kept this drive. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
To throw, it's Swan. Spits it out to the back. The quick out. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Touchdown, James Madison. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback adapted. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's loose. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Swann. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Going right to work up top. Dances away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. The short hands, it's Carney. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. They'll go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Swann. Caught behind the line. It's Graves. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. On the ground. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Toss to the outside. Tackled in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 on the heels of gaining 4 on the previous play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Douglas. Finds his man. It's gone. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Zings it complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Ellis. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Dropping back, it's Douglas. Swings it out to the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week in Hilton Head instead of the film room. They're trailing by 15 to Georgia. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Lawson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Buys a little time with his feet. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He turns that loose down the right side. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, James Madison. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
28, App State 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Swann. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Throws for the tight end. It's caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. He's at the... And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Dukes. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And they tacked on the extra point.
35, App State 0.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Hamlet. There he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play.
Sends it downfield. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
The Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He tries to take the top off. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Appalachian State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Looking for the two-point try. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
He saw the one-on-one opportunity, lobbed it up for the fade. Nice job making the catch, and they convert the two-point conversion.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart. How fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to the back. Creates a little room. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To work with a first down in the final period. Touch pass on the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Douglas. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle, it's Ellis. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
And the Dukes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Direct snap. Touchdown, James Madison. And they take it in for 6 more points. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Makes the grab. It's Greer. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
He's taking the shot. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. A lot of room to the right. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Dozier. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Mountaineers are marching down the field. Motion from the wideout. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Lawson. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. He wants it all. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
42, App State 14.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Douglas. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
Pulls it in. It's Kyle. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing.
Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they're able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Douglas. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
14.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man. He's loose down the middle. Past the 30. The 10. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous play. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Forced out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Douglas. Here comes the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Mountaineer. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer.
And how about the cherry on the sundae? The big INT return for a touchdown, and now throw on the 2-point conversion. Give this team 8.
The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.